On this episode of the Infowars News Blitz, White House front group exploits Las Vegas shooting, Raw story connects Las Vegas shooters to blame Alex Jones, and illegal crossing U.S. Mexican border is down 10% since 2000. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. Okay, this is first talk today, and as you have already known, or know, there was an attack in Nevada. A very strange attack that's blaming the Liberty Movement, Alex Jones, Infowars, and such other establishments. And I hope this is I hope this is, this looks very suspicious, but anyway, the article is named White House Front Group Exploits Las Vegas Shooting to Attack Alex Jones and Infowars. It was written by Kick Daniel. Underneath it says, a coordinated attack on a growing influence of alternative media variations news outlets spearheaded by White House Front Group Media Man are falsely blaming Alex Jones and Infowars for yesterday's shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada. The article says that basically this man named Gerard Matthews basically shot up, basically was a Planet Infowars member. Yes, I said it, Planet Infowars. And he was also a Facebook member as well, with over 80 something views, followers or whatever. The man here, which is somehow was convicted of marijuana possession, was scared of actually having the entire quote unquote person to go out there and shoot some cops, even though now's not the time for this. Basically now ain't the time for it, but it will be soon. I'm just saying. But anyway, the article says that unfortunately the suspected shooter did not take the advice from Planet Infowars users. Basically they were trying to tell him, look man, don't do this type of stuff, man. You're gonna make me look like a complete idiot. Hey, he didn't listen. Anyway, Media Man, which is a White House mouthpiece, he's decided to basically blame Alex Jones and basically say that basically he's the one that did it, since basically they forgot to mention that he was on Facebook as well. So here we are. Two individuals did the same stuff here, and yet basically we're blamed for it. Isn't that something? And to be honest with you, but guess what? It's right in the area where Harry Reid's district, where he was exposed as having a secret quote unquote project with the Chinese to build a solar farm, actually kicked all 53 farm ranchers off the land. He succeeded in doing so, kicking 52 of the 53 ranchers off their land. However, Clyde Bunny wasn't gonna budge, so basically, and when it basically came out that Harry had this plan, the BLM just went crazy and removed the, stuff off of their website and first thing like that. Which leads us to this next story here. And we're gonna continue on here. The story said, the article is titled, Raw Story Connects Las Vegas to Alex Jones. Underneath it says, Liberty Media issued reactions in freezing attempt to link Jones to murder of cops. It was by Infowars.com. Basically, to be honest with you, the article says that Raw Story, a liberal news blog, has placed Jones at the center of the controversy. Jared Miller outlined his political views, which were largely based on conspiracy theories promoted by Fox News and Alex Jones. Say what? In his social media postings, and he posted frequently about firearms and violent revolutions. Man, we don't need that just yet, man. Come on! The article goes on to say that a search of comments section of Infowars prison plan and the prison plan forum produced 0 matches for Pelosi's handling, bracing for fate. Race for fate. A search of his name has also produced no results. However, a Google search and a quote used in the ADL article produces a comment posted to Infowars that matches one of the ADL articles under the handle P.O. Stratus with an email containing Ralph Kipp, the city name by the media we reported on April 6, 2009. Basically, the article is kind of saying that basically Alex Jones is blaming, Russell is blaming Alex Jones for all this stuff, and Alex has not been saying anything about it. He's saying we need to do this peacefully, we need to take the country back peacefully, but if it gets violent, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I agree with him with that. But basically, that doesn't give the mainstream media a right to basically blame him for this. I mean, basically, they hate Alex Jones because basically he is real. And his media operation is so vastly large that basically they're gonna start do whatever it takes to take him down. I mean, if they can't take him down, they can take everybody down. Remember that. Okay, folks, this is the last article of the day here, and it dovetails into why there are illegals coming on planes and being legalized every single day. I mean, basically, the mainstream media covered it yesterday, but they won't say why. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little clip of it, and I'm gonna have my say afterwards. The article is named Arrest illegals crossing the U.S.-Mexican border down by 75% since 2000. Well, basically it's because they're all legalizing them now by fiat, and so Obama's crazy, jacked up you-know-what. The article says that basically according to the U.S. Border Patrol agent, there are about 1,643,679 illegal apprehensions defined as the arrest of a removed alien, basically probably staged and probably numbers. But the article goes on to say that basically the reason why this apprehension is likely due to the lower illegal flow, said the CRS. Following apprehensions likely reflect lower illegal flows since 2006, though the degree to which reduced inflows are as a result of effective enforcement by USBP versus other factors is like the recent U.S. economy downturn remains subject of debate according to the report. Basically, and I'm gonna be straight with you now. So here's a clip that Alex Jones was talking about why they're doing this to our country, and hope you enjoy it. Okay, here it is.
I need to explain this to people because this is the key to everything. First, they use third world labor and Chinese slave goods to leverage out the whole world, destroy the artisan class, the middle class factory workers section, the local, decentralized, privately held factory system in the West, in Europe, in the United States, in Canada, in Australia. Then they roll in giant third world collapse populations because the race at the bottom actually brought them down a level, forced them off their agra areas from Africa to Latin America to Asia, on record, Agenda 21, into the big cities to work as slaves. Now those factories are imploding. There's no jobs. They're being replaced with robots. In the next phase, you flood the first world. This is the stated plan, folks. I'm giving it to you right now. Flooding the first world with the third world population, who you radicalize into socialism to overthrow the old West, collapsing that. Then you seal the borders, keep those contained once you have the political unit controlled, and then you start killing off the giant third world countries with bioweapon releases. You use the backlash against the immigrants in the phase 2 to then fortress your country, then that fortress is used to keep the bioweapon out when you wipe out the third world in phase 3.
So yeah, like you just heard, this is just a well-coordinated plan to actually kill the country. And Aldo was just talking about this. I mean, Obama has basically legalized by fiat a whole bunch of illegal aliens, and in the papers in Latin America they're saying basically if you can get your child on a plane and you can get them here, they're legalized. And basically this is going to collapse everything. I'm not kidding, this will collapse everything. And sorry for this video is a bit longer, but this is a very serious issue here. Everything's going to go down, and we're in a lot of trouble. Well, that's all the articles I have for you today. If you'd like to know more about these articles, please go to the links below or go to Infowars.com. There you can find hundreds of articles just like this video I just read to you today. This is the Infowars News Blitz. I am Info Gundam, signing off. See ya!